Iditarod, the last great race on Earth. Iditarod racers can be tall or short, young or old, men or women. There's only one thing they cannot be: cowards. If they are, they will never survive this grueling 1,160-mile race. In the Iditarod, each racer travels alone on a sled pulled by dogs. The idea is to get from one end of Alaska to the other as fast as possible. That means all the racers, or mushers, as they are called, push themselves and their dogs to the limit. Sometimes dogs die along the way. Mushers know that they, too, might die. Still, every year people return to run this last great race on Earth. The race begins in the city of Anchorage. Mushers harness their best 15 or 20 sled dogs. They jump into sled packs with food and other supplies. Then they head out. The race course follows an old mail route that used to pass through Alaska's mining towns. But since the towns are mostly abandoned now, the race is one long trek through the wilderness. Mushers stop at 18 checkpoints along the way. Otherwise, they have no contact with the outside world until they reach the finish line in Nome. With luck, the first hours of the race go smoothly. Sooner or later, though, trouble is bound to arise. The dogs may stumble on the rough ground, cutting their paws on razor-sharp slivers of ice. Or the dogs might make a wrong turn. Then a musher may meander miles off the trail. Frozen lakes and rivers can also spell disaster. If the ice is not thick enough, the entire team can fall through, pulling the musher into the icy water. If that happens, there is little chance of getting out alive. Then there are the storms. Four-time Iditarod winner Susan Butcher knows all about storms. She once hit a blizzard that left 30-foot-high snowdrifts. Even if mushers avoid blizzards, there is no way to avoid the bitter cold. Temperatures on the trail can drop to 50 or 60 degrees below zero. In weather like that, frostbite sets in quickly. Certain parts of the trail hold special hazards. Farewell Burn is a 92-mile stretch of burned-out forest. The winds that whip through there blow all the snow away, so the dogs must pick their way around rocks, blackened stumps, and water holes. One year, Susan Butcher's sled crashed into a tree as she raced through the burn. Butcher and 4 of her dogs were hurt in the accident. By the middle of the race, lack of sleep becomes a real issue. Many mushers begin to doze on the sled. They have to trust their dogs to keep running in the right direction. Some exhausted mushers begin to hallucinate. They begin to see things that are not there. Dropping out of the Iditarod is not cause for shame. When things go wrong, even the best mushers have to call it quits. Still, the thrill of crossing that finish line keeps many of them going.